Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today, it's a double dose of dusty sci-fi movies because the 1980s ruled. No one else rules. This top 10 list. So brace for impact as we relive the top 10 1980 sci-fi movies you need to see again. Number 10, TerrorVision, 1986. Right, TerrorVision resides in the over-the-top realm of 80s goofball sci-fi comedies. Centering on the Putterman clan, the parents are openly swingers.
Mom, can we use the jacuzzi tonight?
Not tonight, baby. Your father and I might be swinging.
And they have no shame in not hiding it from their kids.
Channel 69, Pop.
Stanley!
Susie's metal boyfriend, O.D., played by Napoleon Dynamite's Uncle Rico, John Grise, arrives and the party gets started. Stan Putterman installs a new DIY satellite dish, but survivalist grandpa screws that up. Nice job, Pop Pop! Because this misalignment teleports the hungry beast from an unknown planet into their home. And they befriend the monster, but he requires kid gloves, not leather. TerrorVision feels like the camp of weird science and the weirdness of Ruben and Ed.
I love your shoes.
My cat can eat a whole watermelon.
You're a king.
The movie satirizes so hard it feels genuine in its attempt. The premise is fun and shocking by times, and its overall motif is lowish budget. TerrorVision stands out as a notable 1980s weird sci-fi comedy. Number 9, Re-Animator, 1985. Based on H.P. Lovecraft's novella, Herbert West, Re-Animator, the story follows medical student Herbert West,
I've conquered brain death.
His experiments have always been unorthodox.
played by Jeffrey Combs, who develops a serum capable of bringing the dead back to life. Partnered with fellow student Dan Kane, West's experiment quickly spirals out of control.
It was dead.
As the reanimated corpse becomes increasingly violent and grotesque.
What are you thinking? How do you feel?
Known for its dark humor, shocking gore, and over-the-top performances, Re-Animator pushes boundaries in both horror and comedy, earning a lasting legacy as a genre-defining film. Barbara Crampton also stars as Dan's girlfriend, who gets caught in the chaos of West's unorthodox and macabre experiments. Number 8, Galaxina, 1980. The space opera tropathon comedy centers on life aboard the spaceship Infinity, crewed by a group of bumbling astronauts led by the eccentric Captain Cornelius Butts.
Stereo!
Their mission takes a turn when they're tasked with retrieving a rare cosmic artifact called the Blue Star.
The Infinity is going to make a little side trip.
To where?
Alta 1.
Alta 1.
Central to the film is Galaxina, Dorothy Stratton, the ship's beautiful and silent android who begins to develop human emotions. As the crew encounters aliens, outlaws, and bizarre dangers, Galaxina becomes instrumental in their survival. Known for its offbeat humor and low-budget charm, Galaxina is remembered as a cult classic and as one of the final roles of Stratton before her untimely death. Rest in peace. Number 7, Ice Pirates, 1984. Before Spaceballs rolled out Mel Brooks' shtick, Ice Pirates zamboni the surface with this slick science fiction comedical romp. Jason and his crew of rogues are seasoned pirates who pilfer precious ice from the Templar Empire, who hoard it from the parched universe. I would like to take a quick second to thank you for supporting the channel, and to subscribe if you haven't already. Many viewers on the channel aren't subscribers, so smash that button. And without any further yapping, let's get back to the list. This particular heist opens the floodgates to swashbuckling, as they're hired to rescue Princess Karina and discover the fabled 7th planet rumored to be a bona fide water world. Robert Urich and the cast are excellent in their campy roles, and it's a fast-paced adventure laden with a bevy of humor to keep you enthralled throughout this wet adventure. Number 6, Moontrap, 1989. Directed by Robert Dyke, Moontrap is a low-budget sci-fi thriller blending space exploration with alien horror. The story follows astronaut Colonel Jason Grant, played by Star Trek's Walter Koenig,
This is vodka.
and his partner Ray Tanner, Bruce Campbell, Hollywood's greatest chin.
Jason, my man.
After they discover an ancient alien artifact on a space mission. The artifact contains remnants of a long-dormant extraterrestrial civilization, including a deadly robot capable of using human remains to reconstruct itself.
We're gonna be doing a little search and destroy on the goddamn moon. Go, baby. Go! Yeah!
where they uncover a hidden alien base and the terrifying truth about the artifact's origin. Known for its inventive yet clunky practical effects and atmospheric tension, not to mention some steamy moments. Number 5, The Blob, 1988. This is one fat movie, a meteor containing the blob splats on the outskirts of Arborville, California, where a hobo becomes patient zero, in the continuance of the classic Blob legacy. In contrast to the previous films, this remake reaches for the gore, to which I say, excellent! As the town comes to grips with the ravenous Blob, two unlikely people must work together. Meg Penny, played by Shawnee Smith, the local pretty girl and cheerleader who's always had great hair, and mulleted bad boy Brian Flagg, played by Matt Dillon's brother.
Holy shit, you see that fucking head come apart, man?
Try to fight their way out of the jello mold. Many don't. In due process, Meg and Brian unearth a government conspiracy.
Life form that hunts its prey. A predator. It's fantastic.
This will put U.S. defense years ahead of the Russians.
Apart from some cheesy green screen effects, the overall look is pretty damn good, and pretty entertaining for a Matt Dillon Brothers movie.
Like that?
So get your jiggle on for this Christmas miracle of death. Number 4, Alien Nation, 1988. This feel-good cop buddy flick body slams two complete opposites together to solve a murder and break up a drug ring. Sam Francisco.
San Francisco? San Francisco? No, I ain't buying it.
Is a new recruit on the LAPD, much to the chagrin of Matthew Sykes, who lost his partner to a botched slag robbery. Yeah, Matt's got a chip on his shoulder too thick for donuts to pierce. Sykes realizes that he must work with Francisco in order to avenge his partner's death, while punting their way to busting up the slag human drug ring. And what would a cop buddy movie be without bridging prejudice?
But it ain't weird. Look like every other slag to me, just plain ugly. Hey, look at this.
Alien Nation is an action-packed adventure that chronicles society's preoccupation with differences.
What is that? Raw what? What kind is that? This? Yeah. This is beaver.
In this case, big, bald, spotted differences. But at the end of the day, you can rest assured that our heroes can toast a hard day's work over a glass of sour milk.
That hits the spot.
But you know what? I think I like the TV series more. Number 3, Predator, 1987. Get to the chopper! Who hasn't seen the seminal Predator? It's Arnie in his prime, cigar chomping, bro flexing, Austrian berserker war face.
Come here, I'm here, come here!
Yahucha Mortal Kombat. You name it. Dutch and his crack military squad, under the auspices of CIA agent Dillon, Dutch's buddy from the Vietnam War, are unleashed into the Central American jungle to rescue a political dignitary. But shit starts to smell funny with the grisly discovery of skinned green berets. Dillon confesses to the deception and reveals the real mission to thwart Soviet-sponsored guerrillas. Then the hot dog hits the hot water when the Predator systematically eliminates Dutch's squad. But you know Dutch can't be skinned, as he uses mud to gain the upper hand in the climatic battle. You know, I could go on, but for time, Predator is a timeless classic. Check it out! Watch it again. Number 2, The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the 8th Dimension, 1984. No movie breaks the multi-dimensional fourth wall like Buckaroo Banzai. Banzai, a polymath, and his tragically hip bandmates and cohorts have punched through the 8th dimension. Aided by Banzai's invention, the oscillation overthruster, Dr. Emilio Lizardo, portrayed by the venerable John Lithgow, while incarcerated in the Trenton home for the criminally insane, sees Banzai's press conference concerning their breakthrough. Lizardo was vexed by Banzai's successful test, and his botched attempt in the 1930s drove him insane. Determined to steal Banzai's overthruster to exact his revenge against the world, and aided by the Lectroids from the 8th dimension, who also want to rule the world. That's pretty straightforward. This is such an incredibly odd and brilliant sci-fi comedy.
Why is there a watermelon there?
I'll tell you later.
And its concept is, well, I mean, if you choose to watch it entirely, you'll probably give up on its inconceivable and confusing plot and just drink up the sheer wonder of it all. Backed by a stellar cast, The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the 8th Dimension remains one weirdly memorable cult classic. Touches like Christopher Lloyd playing a Lectroid named
Shut up, John Bigfoot, you coward!
and John Lithgow was persuaded to play Lizardo.
Banzai just arrived on my doorstep from my agent, and I read this and said, I want nothing to do with this. I don't understand this at all.
But the role ended up being his favorite. Number 1, Flash Gordon, 1980. This legendary Flash from the past goes full tilt camp and builds suspense to the queen of all soundtracks. Ming the Merciless has his eyes on Earth. Holy hot hail, Flash Man! Flash Gordon, along with the fetching Dale Arden and eccentric scientist Dr. Hans Zarkov, who takes them hostage and intercepts Ming and his forces. They are captured and forced to take audience with Ming in his opulent chamber. Directed by Mike Hodges, he breathes or wheezes life into the legendary serials and comic strips in breathtaking technicolor. The campy treatment repeatedly hits audiences over the head with blunt force trauma.
I want him.
Love triangles are ever present, as are the fantastical characters like the Hawkmen, Ming's police chief Clytus, and shiny foot soldiers fighting an epic battle to save or enslave the Earth. It is a full-throttle spectacle of grandiose art and set designs.
I'm going to be exiled in the morning. Fire!
Thrilling battles that try to reinvigorate Flash Gordon's storied legacy. And I'm tickled red that my favorite, Max von Sydow, embodied the merciless Ming, a sweet addition to his repertoire of characters.
Could crush your head. Not in that. But I won't. Because I need you. Now, go to the loading dock. Make sure the trucks leave for Oktoberfest as planned.
Voila! There you go, folks. What did you think of today's top 10 list? Oh, did you like it? What other movies deserve entry on the list? Let me know below in the comments section. And as I wrap this up, I'd be remiss to say don't forget to like if you're enjoying these videos. And above all, please support the channel by subscribing and or sharing my videos. On that note, thank you for tuning in, and I will catch you in the next one.